Okay, this is going to be fun. It's time for our Seen and Unseen segment, and this is where we expose what's really behind the big cultural stories of the day. Last night, we blew the lid off this Time's Up initiative, where Hollywood elites have band together to supposedly stop sexual harassment across the fruited plain. I said it was an obvious political movement to organize against Republicans, including Donald Trump. Now, a new interview with a leading member of Time's Up, Meryl Streep, may prove my point. For all that is seen and unseen, I'm joined by managing editor of EWTN News and Fox contributor Raymond Arroyo. And so, Raymond, what did old Meryl pull off this time?
Well, she did an interview with the New York Times. This is called self-preservation a la Hollywood. She's got a lot to answer for. Rose McGowan, an actress who was abused by Harvey Weinstein, charged Meryl Streep, who worked with Weinstein on innumerable films, okay? The Iron Lady, The Giver. He didn't only produce those films, he helped shape them, he practically directed them. They were very close. McGowan and others say Meryl Streep knew of this abuse and was silent. Well, the New York Times today pressed Meryl Streep on this. She got very testy.
Oh, she gets very defensive in this interview, right? Very defensive.
Much so.
She tries to, like, well, I didn't know anything about it. I didn't know.
Deflection. We don't know everything about everybody.
She called him God.
Right,
in the
at the
2012 Golden Globes, called him God. In the last Golden Globes, she went after Donald Trump without mentioning him by name, talking about the foreigners. If we kick them all out, you'll have nothing to watch but football. That was before the NFL tanked. And mixed martial arts. She says this from her home in Connecticut, which are not the arts. They disrespect, invites respect. Violence incites violence. When the powerful use their position to bully others, we all lose. She was attacking Trump last Golden Globes.
Well,
and
here's what she said to the New York Times today. I don't want to hear about the silence of me. I want to hear about the silence of Melania Trump.
What?
I want to hear from her. She has so much valuable to say, and so does Ivanka. I want her to speak now. Now, hold the phone.
Wait a second. Melania has spoken, as has Ivanka Trump. Didn't they see the India trip? What is she talking about?
The content of this interview was about the silence in Hollywood about Harvey Weinstein. Last time I checked, Melania and Ivanka Trump were not in any Harvey Weinstein films, nor did they work closely with him. So there's a lot of deflection going on here, and this whole Time's Up movement, as we discussed last night.
It's a front group for left-wing activists.
This is Hollywood trying to absolve itself of its guilt and silence.
Okay, so they allowed this sexual predator to roam free, ruin careers. Paul Sorvino, one of my favorite actors, love him, always have loved him. He said today. He lashed out. Now, what is this? This is TMZ.
TMZ caught him, and he's talking about his daughter, Mira Sorvino. Here's my question to Meryl Streep. Where were you when Mira Sorvino
had her career
blacklisted?
tanked?
Woman was an Academy Award winner. Suddenly, she can't get a job.
Yeah, because Harvey Weinstein and Bob Weinstein didn't want her to get hired by anybody, right? And so they called out the dogs on her, and they said, don't hire her to all these directors.
Paul Sorvino is lashing out now. Watch this.
If I meet him on the street, he ought to hope that he goes to jail, because if we come across, I think he'll be lying on the floor somehow, magically.
That's Goodfellas all over again.
He went much further than that. That was just the opening. But Sorvino is justifiably upset. They destroyed this woman's career, Mira Sorvino.
And where's the girl power? So now it's all convenient. They come out with Time's Up. Time's Up, $13 million. Time's Up. We're going to help the women who are driving tractors in Nebraska if they don't have a voice. Oh, get out. You're all such frauds. We know exactly what they covered up and exactly what they knew because they didn't want their own careers rocked and they wanted Harvey's help.
It's an attempt to collectively wash their hands of the guilt and scapegoat on people like Melania and Ivanka Trump. Sorry, this is the wrong
Melania and Ivanka. Oh, get out of town. What about what's going on with Bill Weir in Key West? Anderson Cooper didn't know about the pot being smoked. He was shocked about that, apparently.
Right. Well, Randy Kay went to this pot den in Denver. This was the centerpiece of CNN's New Year's Eve coverage. But
this is CNN. Where does James Earl Jones get to go to get his voiceover back? That's my question.
Anderson Cooper was shocked by this. Shocked.
Shocked? They were all drunk. What is he shocked by?
She ended up at a paint party where I guess this pot bus ultimately ended up at a paint party where for some reason, I don't know, I guess people who have been riding around getting stoned all night want to end up painting in day glow colors.
Look at you talking like you don't know what it's like to be high.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
I have no idea. The whole thing surprised me as much as anybody else, I got to tell you.
surprised him?
I love the giggle, by the way.
But how could he be surprised? Laura, this
Did
was
he
a
say
celebration.
like paint bus? I mean, can we lose the like? I mean, we're not Valley, you know.
Well, the hours of New Year's Eve coverage on CNN is like a celebration of depravity. How this reflects America, I don't know. Bill Weir, poor Bill Weir's down in Key West. He's getting felt up and groped by guys. Andy and Anderson.
Oh, wait,
there.
do we have it?
Anderson and Andy.
Yeah, let's watch.
That clip?
Let's
watch this.
Here is the drag queen, affectionately known as Sushi. Hi, Sushi! Happy New Year! Happy New Year! I believe I was just groped.
Hello, Middle America. This is where it happens.
And Anderson Cooper is shocked by the pot den after that.
Gambling in this casino.
Let's remember when Kathy Griffin stripped down and did a sexual act in front of Anderson Cooper.
I'm almost wanting her back after what I just saw.
I hate to say it, it could be a step up.
Right.
You need to smoke pot to understand what's happening on CNN.
Only way you can watch CNN ever, Raymond. Thanks so much.